Hi everybody, welcome back to the shop. In tonight's video we're going to be announcing the winners for the giveaway, and I had a change of heart. Forgot to set these over here. Anyway, I had a change of heart about doing the stem for the pipes and decided to include a simple stem with them. And here's the two pipes. I don't know how far, how close I can get and keep those in frame. But there's the two pipes that'll be the pipes that'll be given away. But I know how it is when you get a new pipe, you're excited and you want to smoke it. So I didn't have any blanks to be able to make more stems with, as I mentioned in the other video. But I picked up just some 5/16 inch dowels and decided that I would include just a simple wooden stem with these pipes in the giveaway. And before I announce the winners of the giveaway, I was happened to think that some might be interested in seeing how I made the stems. It's not easy to drill a hole, especially this long of a hole, in something as small as 5/16 and keep it centered. So I thought I would show how I did that. So I thought I'd go ahead and show this. You know, maybe somebody needs to drill a fairly good sized hole in something real small, and for some project other than a pipe, and you're not sure how you could achieve that. So I'll show that tonight, and hopefully that'll help. If you've got a lathe and you want to make yourself one of these pipes like this, with a little simple stem, this will show you how you can do it for your pipe as well. Let's get into that. I'm going to change the camera angle so that you can see. I probably won't show all of it, but all the making of one, but I'll show the steps. And when that's over, I'll come back and announce the two winners. Stay tuned. Okay guys, with this drill bit I can drill 2.5 inches deep. The stem, of course, is longer than that, so how do you drill the hole all the way through? Well, since the stem ends up being a hollow tube, you can drill from both ends. So I made the stems 4.5 inches, and that allows me drilling from both ends to be able to drill all the way through. They do make longer drill bits, but the longer the drill bit, the more wobble you get from the drill bit being able to flex. So if you can flip it and drill from both ends, that's easier, or we'll say safer method for being able to keep the hole centered. What I've got here is just a piece of scrap that I had turned. It's just I don't know, spalted maple or something. Excuse me. And if you were trying to chuck this up with it being so thin, as soon as you started trying to drill, it would cause it to flex. So what I did, just take a drill bit the same size as the mortise in the pipes, which is 5/16, and I've drilled a hole all the way through this block of scrap. And I'll change the camera angle here in a minute where you can see that, but the hole goes all the way through. And then what you do is stick the stem up in there, and it's a snug fit. But if for some reason the stem gets to turning inside this and isn't holding anymore for you to be able to drill it, just spray a little water or a little I keep 91% isopropyl alcohol out here in the shop for cleaning things, and you can just squirt a little water on there with a spray bottle, and it'll swell the wood and make it stay in there. Now the next question is getting it back out. Okay, so that's why I drilled all the way through this scrap piece and through the headstock of the lathe. Let me see if you can see the other end of the headstock in the camera. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My viewfinder had gone off, so I couldn't tell whether I was in frame or not. But anyway, these can get stuck in there, so since you've drilled all the way through, what you can do is take a long dowel rod and run through the other end of your headstock. And if the stem pushes through farther than the hole is sticking out the other side, you can use a bigger one, and that is bigger than the stem itself, to get it knocked back flush. And then you can take one that's a little bit smaller than this that will easily go through the hole to knock that back out. Okay, and I think you can see what I'm talking about with this blank holding that stem. It gives it enough support so that the stem doesn't flex. If you just had the stem chucked up in, say, some pin jaws or something, it'll flex real easily, and then your hole will get off center and drill out the side of the stem and whatnot. Alright, let me change the camera angle one more time, and I'll show you how I do that. Okay guys, hopefully that's a decent angle for the camera. To start these, I get the dowel in just almost all the way, because I don't want any flex at all. And then I take a chamfering bit, put in my drill chuck, turn the lathe on, and what this does, it gives me a cone shape on the end, and this is important for a couple of reasons. For one thing, on the end of a pipe stem where it goes into the bowl, you want a chamfer to keep a smooth flow of air flowing into that pipe stem. If you've got a blunt edge there, when you draw the smoke, it'll hit that edge and make the smoke swirl, and it'll drop moisture out, and you'll have a wet smoking pipe. So that's one reason for doing that. The second reason for doing it is because when you're trying to start a hole in wood, the drill bit wants to follow the grain of the wood, more so in some woods than others. But with that cone shape there, and this little short centering bit, this bit is so short and so big, thick, the diameter is big enough that it's not going to have any flex to it at all. So that makes sure I've got a cone V shape to start this hole, and it's exactly in the center. What that does is when I start drilling with this bit, is ensure that this drill bit gets started exactly in the center. It doesn't have a whole lot of wobble to it. It may have just a little bit, but if you don't get that center started perfectly, when you start drilling, the bit will flex and try to follow the grain. Sorry about the squealing. Try to follow the grain of the wood, and you can end up drilling off center. And another thing that's important when you're drilling is to not try to go too fast. If you try to drill too fast and the drill bit's not good and sharp, the drill bit can actually flex off of the grain in the wood, but if you're pushing too fast, applying too much pressure, and it can push itself off center by not cutting through the hard part of the grain and cause you to drill off center. So trying to keep this video short and sweet so we can get to the winners, but you can see that started to slide just a little bit there. Like I said, if it does slide with you, you can wet it, and that will make the wood fiber swell and make it more firm in there. But another quick tip, real quick, don't try to drill too deep at a time without pulling the bit back and clearing the chips out. That's another thing. If the end of the bit, if the flutes get clogged up, the wood can get at the end, a hard piece of wood can get at the end of the drill bit and actually push it off center too. But this is a scrap one. It's not not one for the pipes. I've already got those made, but I'll go ahead and show you. Just, I don't know, I'll probably drill about 1/4 of an inch at a time, and then pull back and clear that wood off. And I'm doing this faster for the video than I normally would. But I don't drill very deep without clearing that wood out. That helps keep it centered. Because a 5/32 hole and a 5/16 wooden dowel, that doesn't leave you very much. I'm no good at math. I'll let y'all figure the math out on that, but it doesn't leave you a very thick wall, so it's real easy to get off center excuse me, and accidentally come through the side of the stem. Okay, now let me show you what I was talking about getting it out. Of course, it's pushed up in there now, and there's no way to get a hold of that to to pull it back out. It's stuck in there, temporarily stuck. Another thing, you can look through the sides of your chuck jaws in the gap and see where that dowel is sticking out the back side. Just take that bigger one and tap it. Okay, it pushed it through some. But anyway, if it still is stuck, you can take your smaller dowel bit that will, this is 1/4 inch. You can stick it up in there, get it started in the hole that's coming through. If I can find it this time. Everything's harder when you're filming yourself. I swear it'll go through there, guys. There we go. But anyway, you get that in the hole and give it a little tap with a hammer, and it'll push it right out. Then of course you turn it around and do the exact same thing. Use your chamfering bit to get your hole started in the very center, and then use your 5/32 bit to drill halfway through. Your holes will meet and you've got your stem. And of course this one is, like I said, it's just a scrap one. It's boogered up. But then I just while the lathe is running, just took some sandpaper, went over it lightly, and rounded the end of that just a little bit. And that is how to easily make a pipe stem. You can see hopefully there in the video that with a 5/32 bit, that doesn't leave a whole lot of wall thickness. So that's how you can get your stem made. Alright, now let's get to our winners. Okay, back to the giveaway winners. I used a random number generator to pick the winners. I had 5 people that entered the giveaway, and thank you to all 5 of you that entered. I want to say again, thank you to all of my subscribers. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate everybody that watches the videos. I hope that they're of help to some people. And anytime if there's a question about how to do something or whatnot that you have, just please leave it in a comment below, and if I can, I'll be glad to do a video on how to do it if it's something that I know about. But again, there were 5 entries. Used a random number generator, and I just numbered the entrants in the order that they showed up in the comments section, 1 through 5. And the numbers drawn were, the first number was number 1, and the second number was number 4. Excuse me, guys. That fan blowing right in my face is messing my allergies up. Anyway, number 1 was Cane Rod Piper. Cane Rod, I sent you an email today. So if you will reply to that email and get back to me with your name and address, I'll get this pipe, one of these 2 cuties here, I'll get that in the mail for you, brother. And Redneck Viking was number 4. The second draw was number 4, so Redneck Viking is the second winner. And I went to your channel, and you've got your privacy settings to where I couldn't leave you a message there. So if you will get in contact with me, leave it. You can leave it in a comment below this video or in the video announcing the giveaway. But if you'll get in contact with me, I'll get your name and address, and I'll get your pipe on the way to you as well. But I've enjoyed doing the giveaway, enjoy helping people, enjoyed doing the giveaway, and thank all of you for your love and support of my channel. Thank you for watching the videos, clicking that like button, leaving comments. Appreciate all of you. And once again, I hope that the videos are a blessing to somebody and help somebody in some way. So watch for more upcoming videos. Going to be hopefully filming some more fun projects. And I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot, everybody.